I hold the memory of two hungers. One is of the light, of shared warmth, and the polite music of crystal on wood. The other is of the dark, a solitary, trembling need that smells of sulfur and surrender. I exist in both worlds, a bridge between the feast and the famine. Now, I lie in the cold, cushioned dark of a velvet lined drawer, a place for things too precious or too shameful to be left in the open. The polish has faded from my back, replaced by a faint, dark bloom, a scorch mark that tells a story the dining room will never hear. The air is thick with the scent of old cedar and a faint, chemical bitterness that clings to me like a second skin. Outside, the house breathes. Floorboards creak under a weight I know well. The distant chime of the grandfather clock in the hall marks the passing of a time I no longer measure. I measure my existence in the clicks of this drawer opening, in the tremor of the hand that reaches for me. I hear his breathing, shallow and quick. The ritual is about to begin. The touch is the trigger. His fingers, once steady as they'd lift me from a porcelain bowl of sweet cream, are now a frantic cage. The drawer slides shut, and I am carried from the world of polished wood and into the sterile white glare of the bathroom. Here, the memories flood back, not as a gentle stream, but as a violent tide. I remember the dining room, the long mahogany table, reflecting the chandelier like a dark, still lake. I remember the faces, smiling, their teeth perfect, their laughter a soft melody. He's doing so well at the firm. A woman's voice, his mother's, would echo in the warm air. We're so proud. In those moments, I was an instrument of that pride, a gleaming curve of inherited grace. I'd carry chilled gazpacho, rich chocolate mousse, the first sweet taste of a celebratory dessert. I reflected his handsome face, the confident set of his jaw, the easy smile that never quite reached his eyes. I was part of the performance, a prop in the play of a perfect life. He would hold me with such casual elegance, a testament to a life where nothing was ever truly wanted for. But even then, I felt the subtle tension in his grip, a vibration that spoke of a different appetite, one that couldn't be satisfied at the family table. The memory of the feast dissolves under the harsh fluorescent light of the bathroom. The clinking of glasses is replaced by the quiet, deliberate sounds of his secret life. The rustle of a small bag, the unscrewing of a bottle cap, the soft thud of a cotton ball on the cold marble counter. He lays me down, my bowl facing the ceiling. I no longer reflect a chandelier, but a single, unforgiving bulb. His face, when it looms over me, is a distorted mask of desperation. The confident man from the dinner table is gone, replaced by this hollow-eyed ghost. He doesn't see me as a piece of his heritage anymore. He sees me only as a vessel. The white powder falls into my bowl, a profane sacrament. Then the water, a clear, sterile drop that turns the powder into a milky cloud. I remember the first time, the hesitation, the whispered words to himself, a broken promise. Just this once, never again. A lie I would come to hear 1,000 times. Then comes the fire, a small blue flame from a cheap lighter, so out of place against the backdrop of this opulent house. He holds it beneath me. The heat is a shock, a violation. I was forged in fire, yes, but for a different purpose. This is a corrupt, desperate heat. I feel my own silver body cry out as it blackens. The liquid in my bowl bubbles, turning from a milky cloud to a clear amber poison. I reflect the flame, and in it, I see the reflection of his pupils, wide and black, swallowing the light. He is a man drowning, and I am the water. The contrast is a chasm. By day, I served life, sustenance, joy. I was held by his wife, her fingers adorned with rings, as she served their child a first spoonful of ice cream. I felt the soft press of the boy's lips, his innocent delight. I was a conduit for love. At night, I serve a slow death. I am held in a fist tight with self-loathing. I feel the sharp prick of the needle as it draws the life from my bowl. I am a conduit for a secret that is poisoning this house from the inside out. I remember a night, months ago. The sounds from the dining room were louder than usual. Laughter, celebration, a promotion, his father's booming voice, full of pride, to my son. Later, the silence of the house was heavier. He came for me, not with a tremor, but with a terrible, cold resolve. The ritual was faster, angrier. He didn't whisper promises. He didn't even seem to breathe. After the needle left my side, there was a different sound. Not a sigh of relief, but a sharp gasp, followed by a heavy, final thud. I was dropped. I clattered against the cold tile, landing beside his outstretched hand. For a long time, there was only silence. I lay there, reflecting the pale, unmoving shape of his body on the floor. I saw the door creak open, the sliver of light, his wife's silhouette, the scream that was swallowed by her hand, the frantic, whispered call for help. I was left there, a small, scorched witness on the cold floor, forgotten in the ensuing chaos. She found me the next morning, after the ambulance had gone, after the hushed, tearful phone calls were made. She picked me up, not with her fingers, but with a tissue, as if I were contaminated, as if I held the sickness itself. She didn't polish me. She didn't put me back with my brothers and sisters in the dining room chest. She wrapped me in a silk handkerchief, the one he had given her on their anniversary, and buried me here in the back of his sock drawer. She closed it, and I have been in the dark ever since. I have accepted this. My purpose has been served, both of them. I am no longer an instrument of celebration, nor an accomplice to a crime. I am just a memory now, a dark secret kept in a dark place. I am the silver spoon. I was the symbol of the life he was given, a life of privilege, born with me in his mouth, and I became the tool he used to burn that life away. Humans believe they are the masters of the objects they create, that we are merely extensions of their will, but we are witnesses. We hold the oil from their skin, the residue of their tears, the heat of their rage, the scent of their secrets. We are the silent confessors. The feast is over.